Well, it finally happened. I gave up on finishing one of the 12 in 12. So with Advance Wars being on my 12 in 12 list, I deliberately chose a tactical game because, other than XCOM, I suppose I've never really got into one, and it looked like a really accessible game from that genre that wasn't overcomplicated, and it was very highly regarded. I was trying to deliberately broaden my horizons to play a game that was outside of the usual stuff that I play and potentially discover that, contrary to my expectations, I might actually like it. And I really tried to. I worked through the endless tutorials with some difficulty, by the way. I've never seen more punishing tutorials than in this game. And I played the first mission of the campaign proper. The execution of the game, the music, the cutesy Game Boy pixel art were fantastic. I really liked the way that it looked and sounded. But I found the game quite difficult, and more importantly, I didn't find it addictive. It just wasn't giving me the sweet dopamine rush that good games do. Mechanically, playing this game just wasn't something my brain found satisfying. I have no insight as to why that is when it seems like everyone else loves these kinds of games, but it was a real struggle to motivate myself to play it. I set myself the goal at the start of this project to complete every game, starting the next one only once I'd finished the end of the previous. That was my intention. But after weeks of struggling to play this, seldom even getting to the point of firing it up, playing and finishing several of the games instead, and taking weeks to accumulate less than 7 hours of play, eventually I realised that I should probably bail. But despite the commitment that I made to myself and to you, the audience, it didn't make much sense to push through this. I've played the game, I've learned about it now, know how it is to play. I'm not going to learn much more pushing through it to the end, and it'd take weeks, during which time I wouldn't be able to move on. Austin Kleon's mantra came to mind: I will not finish books I don't like. I've read that multiple times and I thought I'd taken it in, but I've never related it to games until now. Of course, it's equally good for all media. That's the lesson that I've learned here, and I wish I could have figured it out sooner and wasted less time. Don't persevere with things that other people like and you think you need to when they're just not working for you. What other people think of something doesn't matter all that much. People trying to persuade you to do it doesn't matter. Whatever you paid for it doesn't matter. That's a sunk cost. You're not getting that money back anyway. If it's something you're supposedly doing for fun, on your own time, once you know you're not enjoying it, just ditch it. There's an effectively infinite amount of other games, movies and books out there. We will only ever have the time in our lives to experience a vanishingly small fraction of them, so spend that time playing the games you want to, not the games you think you should want to. That is why I changed my mind on needing to finish every game in the 12 in 12 list. It was dragging me down, and it was stalling the whole project. I gave this game every chance, I didn't bail on it early, and I still anticipate finishing every one of the rest. I just think it's a shame that the one game I put on the list that's the furthest away from my usual tastes didn't lead to any kind of a major revelation for me. I still think there's probably a tactics game out there that would grab me and pull me in, but this wasn't it. Sorry, Advance Wars, you just didn't do anything for me. But a game I know I'm going to love is up next. Arcane Studios' tribute to Looking Glass, Dishonored. Thanks for watching, see you next time.